Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today it is a tag video, and the reason why I picked this tag is music means the world to me. So I'm going to call it Music and Me. So the people I'm going to tag are Lucy Perkface, Diary of a 40-something, Wacky World of Lottie, sure that's your name, but I'll tag you down below, I'll put you in the description bar, and Lady Mawa. And then everybody else who wants to, Willow Biggs, Charmed Wench. Anybody else who wants to do this tag, please feel free. I've thought of those people because I'm interested to hear their responses to it. So I really want to know what musical taste they have and stuff. So I'm just interested. Now, this is a tag video, and I know a lot of my YouTube friends are very busy with lots of unboxings and beauty boxes and beauty things to do. So if you don't have time, honestly, you do not need to do the tag. Please don't feel pressured to do the tag. Only do if it's of interest to you. And if you don't do it now and do it in the future, please let me know that you've done it so that I can watch it. There's no rush. I just wanted to do this because I love music. It's my life and this is my channel. So I want to put things that mean something to me, as well as all my beauty and stuff. That's why I always do my Elvis vlogs and stuff, because that's what means lots to me. Right, let's get started, because this might be a long video. Tag videos always are, and this one is a passion, so I might drone on a bit. Okay, Music and Me tag. There are 20 questions, and the first question is, music that touches your soul? Question mark. So the music that touches my soul has got to be Elvis. Surprise, surprise. Elvis touches my soul. He touches every single thing in my body. He's just everything to me. He brought me my children and my partner. He was with me from a young age, maybe 4, until today. Everything I've done is kind of surrounding him. It's going to Memphis, saving up when I was 17 to go to Memphis. I got a little part-time job while I was in school and got to Memphis in 1999 when I was 17, just before I turned 18. And then spending my life going to dances, trying to get back there in 2009, saving up for that. Meeting my husband at an Elvis event. So everything that I can think of in my life is surrounded by Elvis Presley. And I thank his whole presence for having my children and my partner, which is just an amazing thing, because without him I wouldn't have those. So Elvis kind of like touches my soul, he touches everything. But I love 50s, I love doo-wop, I love easy listening, I like all that kind of stuff. So it's not just Elvis, I do listen to a wide range of music, especially if it's from the past. I generally don't like today's music, generally, but some I do. Right, okay, number 2, fave song. So I wanted to do a tag that would have fave songs and then a fave Elvis song, so that it wasn't just Elvis in this tag, because that would be pretty boring for you guys if you're not an Elvis fan. So my favourite song, and I couldn't pick just one because favourite songs are just like too hard, so I picked a few. And some of my favourites are Stand By Me by Otis Redding. I love Stand By Me, absolutely adore it. It's just one of these soothing things when you hear it. I love it, and it's from a movie that I love. I love Stand By Me, the movie. I just could watch that all the time. It's such a good coming of age movie. So yeah, I love that. Then I love The Platters, Great Pretender. Have you ever heard that before? Freddie Mercury does it, but the first one, The Platters, is everything. Dream Lover by Bobby Darin. Oh my word, I love it. It's like one of those songs when it comes on you just like drift away and just enjoy the song and take in that moment. I love it. And then Brooke Benton, It's Just a Matter of Time. Wow, it's one of the most beautiful songs that I've ever heard in my life. I always class a song, if you like it, to be one that gives you goosebumps and it makes you feel all tingly and ooh, wow, that was a good song. That's how I go with it. And there's other songs that I'll mention later on in other questions, but they're some of my favourite. And then favourite Elvis song is very difficult. It's like asking who your favourite child is. You can't pick one, never can. But if an alien had come down from outer space and said, tell me about this Elvis dude, I would give him If I Can Dream. Because I think it says a lot about humans, I think it says a lot about Elvis, and his voice is absolutely beautiful and the message is wonderful. And I just think, if you do not know who Elvis is and you're watching this now, you think, well, I really don't know any Elvis Presley songs. Of course you do, like Blue Suede Shoes and stuff like that. But maybe you're thinking, I don't really know much about this guy. Then please go off and listen to If I Can Dream. It's a beautiful song, absolutely beautiful. Right, number 4, songs that have an emotional importance. Now this is big time, guaranteed, 2 songs that are very, very, very precious to me emotionally. The first one has got to be San Francisco by Scott McKenzie. So this is a massive emotional importance song to me because it's a story that my dad told me. And he told me that when that song was released, it might have been then or it might have been a little bit after, I'm really not sure when, but he was on a summer holiday and he was in a caravan park or he was camping, something like that. That's kind of vague in my mind. But anyway, he got out of his caravan or out of his tent and he was walking down and everybody had their radios on. It was a beautiful day, people were sitting outside. I get emotional telling this story. And he was walking down and coming out of the radio was that song and every radio was playing it. And he was walking down and he's just taking it in with the sunshine and that song. And what that makes me think of is in that moment, he was feeling alive, he felt young, he felt fresh. And you know when you've got the sunlight on your face and you're feeling, wow, I'm alive, I feel great. And I always think that maybe because Dad told me the story, that it had some kind of importance to him. So he's walking down, the sunshine's there, he's young, he's fresh, he's feeling good, that song's blasting out on the radio, and it just makes you glad to be alive. And I just like that, it's an emotional importance. And I'm working on a tattoo at the moment to put on me with that incorporated into my dad, but I'm taking my time on it. I want it to be perfect before I put it onto my body. And then we have Lloyd Price, which is another favourite song of mine, and it's Stagger Lee. Now Stagger Lee, if you've never heard it, is a 50s song and it's rock and roll and it's just brilliant, and my dad absolutely loved it, and every time I hear it I think of him going to our little Button Ben hut, it's called the hut, and listening to that on the little tape that he had. It was just amazing. So yeah, I love that song, and hopefully I've been playing them over the top of when I'm talking about these, hopefully, fingers crossed. Right, okay, number 5, fave soundtrack, gotta be Grease. Grease is my bestest soundtrack in the world. I love Grease, I love the movie, I love everything. Love the stage show, I love everything about Grease, it's just brilliant. Who were you? And put it in the comments below when you were reenacting it as a youngster. I always got to be Rizzo because my niece used to get to be Sandy. So annoying. So I had to go out with Kaneki and she went out with Annie. That's no fair. Right, new soundtrack love, which is number 6. So that means like a new soundtrack, something that you've heard recently and you've went, wow, I like this. And that for me is Big Little Lies. Now, has anybody seen that series? It's unbelievable. It's got Nicole Kidman, Reese Witherspoon, and a load of other amazing actresses and actors. But wow, I mean, a lot of it is about Elvis. Elvis is in quite a few of the scenes at the end. But that wasn't the main thing. It was the music. It really takes you through the whole entire series, and it's because Reese Witherspoon's little girl has a real big fascination with music, and so she plays the playlist all the time. So when her sister's leaving, she gives her a playlist of songs. When she's talking to the little boy and encouraging the little boy to be friends with someone else, it's because of a song. And I think that it just rings all the way through. And the music is just amazing. It's all loads of stuff I knew, but loads of stuff that was new to me. Completely new artists, completely new songs. I was just blown away by the soundtrack. So I'm 100% buying that soundtrack. I loved it. And it really did make that series stand out for me. Okay, so number 7, fave artist or solo artist, Elvis Presley. Hello. But if I'm not loving Elvis for 1 minute of the day, I am loving Patsy Cline, I'm loving Connie Francis. Those are the type of people I absolutely love, and I love listening to them as solo artists. Fave band, number 8, and that would be The Dixie Chicks. I absolutely love the Dixie Chicks. They're a country group from America and they are awesome. I went to see them in concert, which I'll talk about later. It was the bomb and I just love them. They're just a fabulous group and their music is wonderful. And then I love the Beatles. I do. Controversial, being an Elvis fan. We can love Elvis and the Beatles. When they have the signs up saying Elvis is dead, long live the Beatles, it kind of drives me insane. But I still like the Beatles music and I love John Lennon. Especially when he went to a solo artist. Absolutely love it. Instant Karma. Wow. Amazing. And then the Drifters. I love the Drifters. It's one of my favourite bands in the world. I could listen to their songs all day. I just love it. Up on the Roof. Oh my goodness, there's just so many. It's brilliant. Number 9, fave era. My fave era is 40s, 50s, 60s. So I love the wartime songs. Run rabbit, quick, quick, quick. And I love Glenn Miller and his orchestra. Absolutely love him. Moonlight Serenade is my ultimate favourite song for, I should have put that up on my top, but it's my ultimate favourite that I want a glitzy ball hanging from the ceiling and we're in a ballroom and Dad takes me to the floor. It's Moonlight Serenade on the band. It's like a dream. So yeah, I love that. And but I like 50s then for rock and roll and the doo-wop stuff. I absolutely love the doo-wop, like the Platters. I just love everything like that. And then I love the 60s with the girl groups and stuff, and I just think that's brilliant. And I love all the kind of walk like a man, talk like a man. So I love all of those kind of things. Big girls don't cry. So it's all that kind of music. Last song you listened to. Well, that was with my mum. We were listening to Dreamboats and Petticoats, which is an album, and there was loads of songs in there. Bobby Darin, just tons of loads of classics. Loved it. Fave album number 11. My favourite album is Elvis Is Back. It's 100% the best album of all time. I love it. It says everything that you want to know about Elvis Presley. He is back from the army. He is ready to rock and roll, but in a different way. He's ready to be a man. Oh, and sexy and gorgeous. And he was before he went, but gosh, he went crazy afterwards. And there's a little bit of sex and gorgeousness in the album, but there's a little bit of emotion as well. I just love it. I think it's one of the best albums of all time. It wasn't massive when he first came back, which is insane. I mean, it was massive, but it wasn't as massive as probably expected. I don't get that. I never will get that because it was amazing. Right, 12, best live gig. Best live gig that I've been to was the Dixie Chicks. They were amazing live. I went to see them in Birmingham 2 years ago and it was fantastic. Fantastic. The crowd was amazing. The band were brilliant. They're all just like, they all play their own instruments and sing. It's just amazing. But then I've also been to Elvis in concert. Not the real Elvis, obviously. I wish. Elvis when he toured, when the band toured with the big screen of Elvis. So it was, honestly, when you first go in and they play 2001 Space Odyssey, which is what Elvis's opening was, you've got the flashing lights, you've got the bulbs going off. Hopefully I'm playing it just now, fingers crossed if I can do my editing. And then you see Elvis coming out on stage, you're like, whoa. And for a split second, I promise you, you think Elvis Presley's there. You do? It's official. It's unbelievable. So yeah, that would definitely be one of my favourite concerts. I followed the tour, every single tour, from 1999 until very recently. I think it was 2015. I didn't, or 2014. That was the last tour they did with the TCB band, which is his original band. I didn't get to go see that because we thought Gavin had meningitis. I had my tickets and I was ready to go, but he had really bad rash on his legs or arms and we kind of panicked, so I couldn't go to that concert. And it was the last tour that they ever done and I never got to it. But children come first, as always. Right, okay, favourite, no, guilty pleasure, which is number 13. My guilty pleasure has got to be anything modern because I don't listen to it. So things like One Direction, I liked their song like about memories or something, can't even remember it. But yeah, I liked it, it was really good. And there was a new song that he brought out, Harry Styles, I really liked that. So that's like a guilty pleasure, it's those kind of people. Funk Me Up, what was that? Bruno Mars, sorry. I loved that when that came out. I love X Factor, that's a guilty pleasure. Absolutely love X Factor. But yeah, I don't listen to much music at the moment that's nowadays, unfortunately. So yeah, that's probably my guilty pleasure if I really like a One Direction song or something. Right, number 14, favourite song from a movie. Got to be 100%, no competition, You'll Never Walk Alone from Carousel. I absolutely love it. Carousel is a musical movie, and Gordon McRae's in it, who's one of my most favourite actors, and it's just amazing. He's like a criminal, but he's died, and he's coming back to look out for his child and his wife, and it's just unbelievable at the end when they play it, and it's just the most emotional thing, and you really truly believe what that song's all about from that movie. They made it into an anthem for Liverpool, and yeah, I mean, football means everything, and if you're a football fan, I totally get your love for it, but to me that song means so much more from Rodgers and Hammerstein than what it became, but I still love it. I love Jerry Marsden, who doesn't? Right, okay, now we're on to number 15, a song from the year you were born. I didn't look. Oh man, I didn't look in 1981. Right, I'm going to write down in the little description bar below now, you will see what my favourite song is, because I didn't look it up. So now I'm sitting here going, what a wally, can look it up. So I'll write it down, or I'll put a little segment that you can hear it. If you're hearing it now, that is my favourite song from 1981, because that's when I was born. Right, 16, a song that reminds you of a specific event. Right, I can't remember this song's name, and I only know it the minute it's played. I know it. It's clear as day to me. It takes me back to Memphis, but I cannot remember, and I can't find it on YouTube. I don't know how to look for it, because you can't say Memphis Memory Song, because nobody's going to remember for that. But oh my god, it's like, if I hear it, I heard it recently. I was on the radio, and I just went, ah. Took me right back to the airports heading for Memphis, like smells, because my mum's perfume in A&E takes me to Memphis. And that song, every time I hear it. So it was 1999, it was a female singer, it was a big song, like it wasn't a big song, it's like a folkster kind of song. So typical 90s song, you know, like just typical 90s. And it was a girl singer. Anybody got any ideas? Put them in the comments below. Help me out. Who do you think it was? How can you guess from that though? 1999, female singer, folksy vibe, like a soft vibe. And I think it was a big hit, massive hit. I went to Memphis in January 1999, so if that helps. Anybody find it for me? But when I hear it, I know it. Right, okay, we're nearing the end now. First band you ever liked. That was Boyzone. Loved them. Thought they were amazing. Went to see them in concert at the age of 15. Loved Ronan Keating. 18. Least favourite band. It has to be the Rolling Stones. That might be controversial. And if somebody's a Rolling Stones fan, I'm really, really sorry. Because if someone put Elvis in here, I'd be really gutted. Music means a lot to everybody. And I wouldn't want to diss people's favourite things. But once I had to go from Liverpool to Wales on a trip, a journey, we were going for a holiday, well, just a day trip, and they played the Rolling Stones album from start to finish, and oh my word, I didn't like it. But I'm sure there's loads of songs that I probably get on and go, oh, I loved that, that's really, really good. So yeah, there probably is. But it's probably my least favourite band, I think. And then we have 19, do you listen to music in the car? 100%. It's the place that we do most of our listening, because in the house you're busy, you've got the telly on, you're doing dinner, you're doing the cleaning, which I put my music on for that. You're doing things, you're going to school, so the car is that central place where you go to Asda or you go somewhere, you've got the album in. So we generally change up our Elvis albums. We've got an obsession with Splice Takes, an Elvis new set of Elvis albums by Star. If you're interested, put in the comments below, I'll send you a link from where you can buy them. They are amazing. They splice together all Elvis's outtakes. So you'll have a standard song that everybody's heard a million times, but they'll splice the outtakes together to make it sound like a new song, where you're like, wow, that sounds new, it sounds different. They did it with If I Can Dream, where they put in a new ending, which isn't a new ending, it's an outtake of an ending that we know, we've heard before. But because they put them together, it sounds new and fresh. their Genius albums. So we stick them in the car all the time. When I went to Germany, we did the GI Blues album. That was my soundtrack to Germany. It was just unbelievable. And we played it in the car all the way travelling. And then played it in our earphones on the bus. It was just amazing. Right, number 20. The last question of all. It took me 20 minutes to get through this. I hope you got through it okay. My legs haven't. I've got cramp big time. So the last one. Friends with the same music taste. Do you have friends with the same music taste? Yes, I do. My Elvis friends. I have so many Elvis friends. My bestest Elvis friend in the world is Mags. If you're watching, Mags, hello. She is my bestest Elvis friend, and we've known each other for 10 years. And she adores Elvis like I do. Crazy fanatical. So neither of us think we're weird. We all think we're normal, which we are normal. And then I got loads of others. I go to Elvis events on my own. That says it all. You do not need to go with a person. You have always got friends at an Elvis event. You've always got someone to sit by or talk to or say hello to. So you're never alone really at an Elvis event. So you've always got friends. But then my bestest friend in the entire history of the world is Di. And he is the biggest Elvis fan. We share our passion. We do everything together. And we love Elvis. So sharing it with him, sharing my life and my journey with him is amazing because he has got the same interest. So for example, if he says to me, Michelle, I'm going away for a week now to Elvis Week. I say, alright, fabulous, have a lovely time, I'm so jealous. And then I go for a week to my Elvis event and he says, have a fabulous time, I'm so jealous. But we let each other breathe and do our Elvis things and make sure that we can get that at least once a year where we both feel like we're doing our Elvis thing. We'd love to go together, but you can't get the childcare, and I don't want to take the kids out of school because school's very important, and I believe that they should be going to school and not taking time out for that. When they're older, maybe, but at the moment, school is more important. If it was out with and in the school holidays, then that would be amazing. I'd so do that. Blackpool Elvis event, they are out of the school holidays, but my husband isn't too keen on the acts that go there. He doesn't like Elvis, people who sing Elvis songs, if they're a person. Like obviously he's an Elvis fan, but he doesn't like people singing Elvis. He'd just rather go to a dance with Elvis, only Elvis music, which I do as well, but I can be a bit more lenient. He's not very good at being lenient. So that's why we were not going together to that one. And yeah, my other friend Jackie, she is not an Elvis fan. She is Bon Jovi fan, and rock fan, and the 70s fan, and all that kind of stuff. So, but we rub along quite nicely. We don't really, it doesn't matter. I go to her stuff, some of her things, and she will go to mine. She went to see Dixie Chicks with me. She's been to a few Elvis things with me. So we're able to do things, even though we've got a difference in musical tastes. Because generally there's always like a kind of middle ground where everybody likes something. Alright, that is it. That was the longest video. I hope you got through it. I hope you enjoyed it. And I really, really can't wait to see everybody else's tags. I just love listening to what people are, how they're influenced by music. It's such an amazing thing. Music's just the best thing in the world for me. It just is a soundtrack to my life. Yay. Alright, thanks for joining me. Take care of yourself and I will catch you on another video another day. Bye.
Subscribe to my channel.
Hello.
Comment below. Press the bell button. Thumbs up. Thank you.